Greetings, my friends. Today I am in the Grand Tetons in Wyoming. If you found this video helpful and would like to show your support, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. This is a backbend-inspired yoga class for all levels. Go ahead and grab your mat, some water, and find a comfortable space in your home or outside, and let's get started. We begin our class in a comfortable seated position with our legs either crossed or extended and hands at heart center. Taking one full inhale through the nose, followed by a full exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Go ahead and place your hands on your knees and begin to do some neck rolls, going 3 times one direction. Taking this at your own pace. And then when you feel called to, if you haven't already, maybe start going to the opposite direction. And we'll meet back seated at center. Inhale both arms up towards the sky. Then exhale, lower down your left hand. Inhale your right hand nice and high. And then exhale, lean towards the left. Maybe walking your fingertips out if you'd like a deeper side body stretch. And then maybe the gaze follows up at the hands, extending out the neck. Inhale back to center. Then exhale, lower down your right hand. Inhale the left hand nice and high. Then exhale as we lean towards the right. Once again, finding that variation if you'd like to walk out your hands. Inhale, swoop both arms up to the sky. And then exhale, forward fold, leading with the heart. Placing your hands, forearms, or just finding a slight lean forward, whatever feels best in your body. Then inhale, extend both arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, place your palms behind you, fingers facing the glutes. And then inhale, poof up your chest, or if you'd like to take this further, go ahead and squeeze the glutes, lifting the hips up and maybe leaning the head back, rocking the neck back and forth, opening up throat and our shoulders and chest. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, lower the hips. We're going to go ahead and switch the crossing of our legs. So we're just going to move that bottom leg right on top. And go ahead and inhale both arms up towards the sky. Then we're going to go ahead and bring our left arm behind us and our right arm to our left knee. Inhale, gaze forward, and then exhale, look over your shoulder. Inhale, untwist, bring both arms up to the sky. Then on your exhale, you're going to bring your left arm to your right knee. Right arm's going to go behind your back. Inhale, gaze forward, and then exhale, find a twist at the core. Inhale, untwist, bring both arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, hands at heart center. Beautiful work. From here, go ahead and untuck your knees, coming into a tabletop position. Want to make sure our shoulders are stacked over wrists, hips are stacked over knees. When we look back, we shouldn't see our toes because they're hiding behind our legs. We have a nice, strong, engaged core here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Last round, inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Inhale, come back to neutral tabletop. And then on your exhale, we're going to walk the hands out, coming into puppy pose. So we're going to keep the glutes raised, and we're going to try and bring our chest as close to the ground as possible, keeping our arms extended or crossing them and making a pillow for our forehead. This is a great pose to open up our shoulders, chest. Inhale, slowly walk yourself up, coming back into a tabletop position. We're going to curl the toes under, and on our exhale, we're going to send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Making sure our fingertips are wide spread, slight micro bend in the elbows, head hang nice and heavy, and heels planted towards the ground. Begin to pedal out your feet here, releasing any tension that may be built up in the hamstrings. Finding some comfort in our downward facing dog. Find some steadiness and stillness. And then go ahead and inhale, gaze forward at your fingertips, and on your exhale, come up onto your tippy toes and take little baby steps as you come into a forward fold. Beautiful. Take a deep bend in the knees. Maybe grab opposite elbows, or just shake your head back and forth. This is our ragdoll pose. The goal here is to let our head hang heavy like a waterfall towards our toes. Then we're going to go ahead and inhale, slowly rise, extended mountain pose, both arms extend, and then exhale, hands at heart center. Go ahead and meet at the top of our mat, feet hip width apart. We're going to create a bind with our hands, keeping our pointer fingers together. We'll inhale both arms up towards the sky, and then we're going to exhale, finding a little baby back bend. So gazing forward up at our fingertips, keeping our core nice and strong, and leaning back. Taking it nice and easy and staying with your breath. Inhale, come back to center. And we're going to exhale, leaning towards the right. Finding a nice side body stretch. Inhale back to center, reset, and exhale towards the left. Beautiful work. This is going to not only find a side body stretch, but open up our shoulders. Inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, hands at heart center. Beautiful work. From here, create a bind behind your back with both of your hands. Inhale as you peel open your chest, shining your heart forward. Exhale, lean back, find a little bit of a baby back bend here. Release the bind from your hands, and then inhale, extend the arms up towards the sky. Then exhale, forward fold, leading with the heart and hinging at the hips. Once hands meet the ground in a forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, bring hands to shins, find a nice flat spine. Then exhale, fold. Place both hands on the mat and step back to a plank position. Nice, strong, engaged core. Exhale, tricep push-up lower, and then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips up and back, uncurl the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward at your fingertips, and on your exhale, come up onto your tippy toes, taking baby steps to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins, nice flat spine, gaze above toes. Exhale, fold. Take a deep bend in the knees and inhale, slowly rise, stacking the spine, coming into extended mountain pose with both arms reaching towards the sky. Exhale, hands at heart center. Beautiful work. Setting up for our second round, create the bind and inhale both arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, lean back, finding a back bend once more, maybe going a little bit deeper than you did the first time. Stay with your breath. And then inhale, bring the arms up towards the sky to reset. On our exhale, we're going to lean towards the right. Still keeping that bind with our fingers. Inhale back to center. Then exhale, lean towards the left. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, bring hands to heart center. Beautiful work. We're going to create the bind behind our back once more. Then we're going to inhale as we peel our chest forward. And then exhale as we lean our head back, finding a little bit of a back bend, maybe shaking out the neck if that feels good. Go ahead and release the bind, come back to a standing pose. Inhale both arms up towards the sky, and then exhale forward fold, hinging with the heart and at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Place both hands on the mat and step back to a plank pose. Exhale, tricep push-up lower. Inhale, uncurl the toes, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Then go ahead and inhale, shift forward, coming into a plank pose. And then bring your knees out the width of the mat, placing them down, big toes to touch. And then exhale, child's pose. Find a moment here to collect your breath as we move into some back bends. Go ahead and slowly walk your hands up, coming into a seated position. And then come up onto your knees. If you need, you can also place some knee padding under your mat or fold your mat over. We want to have a nice engaged, strong core here, so we're going to tuck the pelvis and squeeze our abs. We'll place our hands behind our back above our glutes, and then on our next exhale, we'll begin to slowly lean back. You can stay in this supported camel, or if your back is feeling flexible and fluid, you can also lower your hands down to your heels. But remember, take this slowly and be kind to your body. If you need to just keep your hands onto your upper or on your lower back, that is okay. We'll stay here just for a couple breaths. And then if you had your hands on your heels, return them to your lower back and gently come out of this pose. Next, we'll be moving into a rabbit's pose. So we'll bring our knees to touch, heels to touch. We'll rest our head on the ground with our hands by our sides, palms up. And we're going to use our palms to grab our heels. And then we're going to go ahead and inhale as we tuck in our chin and really round out our spine. So our head should be hovering on the ground and you should feel this stretch in your lower back. Stay here for just a couple breaths. Then on your next exhale, release. Slowly bring your hands by your shoulders and walk yourself up into a seated position. Go ahead and kick your legs out to the side as we move into bridge pose. Coming onto our backs, we're going to place our feet on the ground with our knees bent. And then we're just going to go ahead and reach for our heels. So we're going to see if we can bring our feet a little bit closer to the glutes. Awesome. From here, we're going to place our hands by our side. And then we're going to inhale as we squeeze our glutes and send them up towards the sky. You have the option to stay here, or you can create a bind with your hands and roll your shoulders under, so that way you're opening up your heart a bit more. You also have the option to lift up your right foot if you would like to work on a little bit of core and glute strength here. If you did that on the right side, go ahead and move on to the left side. Beautiful work. We'll meet together in bridge pose, and then we'll exhale, lower the glutes down to the ground. Maybe tick-tocking the knees from side to side, just releasing any tension that may be in our spine from that back bend. We're going to do a second round of this, but you also have the option to do wheel pose. I will be cueing wheel pose, but if you'd like to stick with bridge, follow exactly what we did before. If you'd like to go to wheel, go ahead and place your palms down by your ears, fingers facing the body. And then inhale together, and then your exhale, pop up onto your head, and if you feel comfortable with this, press into your hands, coming into full wheel pose. If you're not here yet, you can always rest your head on the mat. This will help slowly get your back ready and prepared to work its way into wheel. Stay here as long as you'd like, but when you're ready, always come out nice and slow and gently. And then maybe tick-tock the legs from side to side, just releasing any tension, and that's fine. And from here, we'll inhale our knees into our chest, and then on our exhale, we're going to create a bind around our knees, coming into a ball of yarn, squeezing our knees as tight as we can into our chest, just helping reset our spine from those back bends. Following your breath here, release, inhale, become as long as you can, full body stretch. And then exhale, bring your hands to the side, palms up, and then bring your left foot to the left end of the mat and right foot to the right end of the mat. Final Shavasana pose. If you can, I suggest staying here for about 5 minutes. And if you need to come out of this, go ahead and come onto your side and gently walk yourself up to seated. Bringing hands to heart center and making sure to give yourself gratitude for showing up on your mat today. If you enjoyed this class and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'll see you next class. Namaste.